We are working on some breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ. Four-star safety Peyton Bowen getting ready to make his decision as to where he will play his college football. Joseph, a big-time player at Denton Guyer in North Texas, and looking to take those skills to one of 26 schools who offered him at the next level. A District 5 6A first-team selection as a junior helped Denton Guyer to a 14-2 record on their way to finishing runner-up in Texas 6A Division II. Okay, Peyton, happy to welcome you along. It is time for you to make the announcement. Tell us where you've decided to play your college football.
So I've decided to take my talents to the University of Notre Dame.
Four-star safety Peyton Bowen committing to the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Marcus Freeman, he'll be happy to have you join him as part of that 2023 class. Peyton, I'll start by just asking you, how tough was this decision for you?
It's really tough. You know, with the amount of offers I had, it's a blessing, honestly. So you never take it for granted. And all these coaches up here, I liked and had a relationship really well. So it was really hard on me, but I feel like this was the best fit for me right now, and that's why I made this decision at the end of the day.
When assessing all of these schools and kind of what they can offer you, what were you looking at specifically that made you choose Notre Dame?
Well, I was looking for the relationships, really, because that's where I'm going to be spending the next 4 years, 2 to 4 years of my life. And then for after football, too, which would set me up after that for having a long, successful career and all. So that's what really led me to this decision.
We were talking with Steve Wilfong, the director of recruiting for 24/7 Sports, about the fact that Lincoln Riley had put USC into the mix in your lists of finalists. But how much did new Irish coach and their former defensive coordinator Marcus Freeman factor into your choice?
Well, it made a big leap for me because I have such a good connection with the head coach of Notre Dame now. So. And nothing's going to change since he went to head coach. So it wasn't really that big of a change for me. It actually helped them out for me, honestly.
Peyton, what kind of example are you hoping to be for your teammates and those who come after you?
I'm just going to give an example that hard work pays off at the end of the day, and nothing comes easy. You always have to work for it. And, you know, you're a student athlete at the end of the day. You got to take care of both parts of your life, and it'll help you out in the end.
Certainly appreciate that perspective. Peyton, you thank your coaches and those that have helped you along the way to get to this point. What have your coaches taught you about the game and your game specifically?
Yeah, they taught me nothing's ever given. You got to give your all every day. You don't know who's watching, who's around you. And if you take one day off, someone else is out there getting better. So you always just got to keep pushing.
All right, Peyton, time to address the Irish faithful. Tell them what kind of a player they're getting in Peyton Bowen.
You're going to get a top-notch player who's going to give you his all, running up and down the field, kickoff returns, punt returns, maybe go play some offense, get some interceptions. You're going to get that high caliber player that y'all are really a replacement for Kyle Hamilton if I want to be.
What a way to start 2022. Congratulations, Peyton. All the best as you push your career forward, and good luck as you get set to join the Notre Dame Fighting Irish as part of that class of 2023.
Thank you.
With his commitment, that pushes Marcus Freeman's class to the top of the heap over Georgia in the class rankings for 2023. He is their 8th commit overall, their 7th four-star. He's also their 5th defensive recruit and the 2nd safety that they have brought in. Now that the decision is made, let's welcome back Steve Wilfong, the director of recruiting for 24/7 Sports, for his post-decision thoughts. Why is Bowen such a good fit for this Irish program, Steve?
He's a good fit for any program. Peyton Bowen is one of the best, most pure football players in the country, regardless of grade. regardless of class, regardless of team, regardless of state. This is a young man that shines in the secondary, shines at wideout, and shines on special teams as a dynamic return guy in the kick and punt return game. And as Coach Rodney Webb instantly talked about the instincts that this young man plays the game with. And it's what, in addition to his speed, puts him a step or two ahead of the opposition. This is a young man, in Coach Webb's opinion, he would be just as coveted a receiver prospect if that was the position that he honed in on, more so than the secondary. And you talk about, he talked about Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton had a lot to do with his decision to play at Notre Dame. He was looking to be in a locker room with like-minded individuals and got a chance to meet with Kyle Hamilton on one of his visits up to South Bend. And this is a guy that could be a star on Notre Dame's defense like Kyle Hamilton. He's a guy that's rangy. He's got great ball skills. He's instinctual, so he's always around the football, always in position to make a play, and he executes when he's in those situations.
And you heard him say he wants to do anything to get on the field with the Fighting Irish. What does his addition mean for the Irish and for Marcus Freeman?
Well, it's another championship level piece for Notre Dame, who's been on the cusp over the last 5 or 6 years, been to a couple college football playoffs, been to several New Year's Six Bowls, including one today. And Peyton Bowen certainly adds to that expectation and can maybe help them take that next step. You look at the way Notre Dame's recruited on the defensive side of the ball here in this class. He's the 4th top 100 defensive player to commit to Marcus Freeman and company as part of a class that's ranked number 1 nationally. And you look at what they've recruited, it's the number 7 class in 2022, highlighted by a heck of a haul on defense there too. You watch the way Georgia and Alabama played defense in the college football playoff last night. Well, Peyton Bowen and the guys at Notre Dame's recruiting on that side of the ball in 2022 and now 2023 are of that caliber as well.
Thank you to Steve Wilfong, Director of Recruiting for 24/7 Sports, joining us to discuss the commitment of Peyton Bowen to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, part of their standout class of 2023. Thanks, Steve. Happy New Year to you. For more from the recruiting trail, be sure to check out 24/7 Sports for all the latest news and profiles, the industry-leading composite index giving you a national perspective on each recruit, and they drill it right down to state level as well and based on position. Head over to 247sports.com for all that and plenty more.